stormtroopers. And there's like a big, like, basically like a gunfight in this hallway.
In the hallway
with stormtroopers.
That's cool.
That's completely not
in the film. Hello, everyone. How are we? Screen.
You just had your ring light on that.
Moderation.
Turn the light on behind you.
This one?
The big ceiling light.
I think that'd be too much backlight. It's just like my screen. No, my screen's dark. And I don't know why my screen went dark. Hello, lots of people are jumping in. So that's always good. Hello, everyone. We're just getting into the Palpatine makeup this morning. We'll answer questions as we go if we can. We do got to hurry because we have. Oh, I have a wig cap I was going to grab. Sean, step in.
Hey, everybody. Nice to see everybody this morning. Okay, so everyone who's been here before knows me. I'm Sean, BJ's makeup artist, and we're just getting ready to put him into Palpatine. I'm just preparing the prosthetic right now by removing the flashing, and hopefully we can get that done quick. As BJ said, we are in a bit of a hurry this morning. We're doing a holiday photo shoot today, and should be a good time. So I'm just trying to get this thing ready, and I think we're there. We got the eyes and the mouth and the nose all punched out.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, Sean, thanks for being an awesome human being.
Hey, you're welcome.
All right, so I got a wig cap because my hair's a little unruly sometimes when we're in Palpatine. I wish I would have had it for our music video that we shot.
All right.
That's fine. Thanks for being awesome. Hi, Sean.
Who's that from?
Just Jeffrey. Oh. Jeffrey Putnam.
Oh, Jeff Putnam.
Yeah, it's Jeff Putnam's kid. That's what it says.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, I'll throw this on just to help keep my hair. Oh, don't slip. I should have gotten some bobby pins. Oh, and you needed some Q-tips. I didn't get those. Honey, we got some Q-tips. When I say honey, I'm talking to my girlfriend, not to Sean. But Sean can be my honey too. Hello, everyone jumping in. How are we doing? We're just about to get into the Palpatine makeup. I know some of you have been here before and you've met Sean, but come on back in. This is Sean Gordon. He's my makeup artist, one of my best friends. Every time you see me as Palpatine, it's thanks to Sean. So thank you, Sean. Adriana, hi. I'm excited to open your cookies for later. She sent me some gingerbread cookies from Australia. She's awesome. a baker down there. So.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
Excited to open those up.
Wonder if she knows Jack and Adam.
Jack and Adam. My dad and I did the light parade in Linden. It was very dark and scary. No one could see because we were all wearing helmets. That's pretty funny. That's all right. So I have my eyes in, my teeth all painted, and now we're gonna start applying these.
Okay, we gotta glue his mustache down first.
This is the worst part.
I apologize for the mustache.
It's okay. Like getting like the glue out of it last time.
Oh,
okay. Like I felt like I kept wiping it and like more gunk was like forming in it.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. My Emperor, how many? Oh, I can't see. I don't know why my screen is so dark.
No, it looks like it.
Well, I know, just like my screen here. I'm sure the feed looks fine.
Okay, you can talk a little.
Oh, that's no fun. Yeah. For how many bottles of coquito should I make for the Christmas party? Oh, unlimited bottles. Bring that stuff. So yeah, normally I'm fully shaved when we do this because it makes it a lot easier. But right now I'm in a show and I have to have a mustache. So we're doing some more videos and a cool photo shoot today. So Sean just has to very nicely glue my mustache down.
Yourself on that.
I do stuff on us,
Okay,
yes.
good. I have none.
I do, yeah. Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
That'd be the worst.
It would be horrible. Yeah, the feed is fine. It's clear on Instagram. That's great. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm streaming on 3 different platforms. So if one platform's not working, please hop to the other. We got the YouTube, the TikTok, and the Instagram Live. So yeah.
Didn't bring a blow dryer.
Oh, I have a blow dryer too. You want a blow dryer?
We might be okay. Looks like it's getting clear.
All right. I feel like I'm about to cry. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. By the way, everyone, we have a fun holiday Palpatine music video that is going to be coming out on Tuesday. On Tuesday. So have an eye out for that. Sketch idea: Palpatine is at a salon spilling tea on the Empire. That's pretty funny.
That would be funny.
I like that. Can't wait to see it. Thank you, Mark Kenobi. I'm excited for you to see it. I saw the cut. Oh my gosh, I saw the cut of it just the other day.
Yeah.
And like when we got the final sound file, and it's funny. I showed one person at the show, and they reacted just the way I wanted to, especially at that middle part.
The beat.
Yes.
Nice.
It was so funny.
Okay, we'll get a second longer.
All right. Emperor, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you. No, don't cry, BJ. It's just glue. It is just glue. That's true. It's glue on my mustache in a very sensitive spot on your face. Oh, Dark Bane. Hello, Dark Brother. Who played Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars prequels? I mean, Emperor Palpatine played him. Oh,
that's great.
I love that joke, Darth Bane. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Palpatine. Did you like that one the other day? That was an early video. You know, it just popped up, the unlimited power cables.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's funny.
Like that's the one that really, I think, started it all. I mean, I did a couple jokes before that, but that was the one where
things took off.
Yeah. That one took me by surprise. Good, Mark. I'm glad it did. That was a fun one. So that wig was actually, it's Sean's wig for a Legolas costume.
That I never finished.
So, yeah, that never happened. And so it became Palpatine's luscious locks. Gave me a good chuckle. Good. It gave us a good chuckle too. That's a fun one. That's peak silly Palpatine right there. Okay, so again, we have the prosthetic here. This was all sculpted by Sean, specifically to match my face. It's made of a foam latex, so it's very, very squishy, very stretchy. Oh yeah, this is one of the flashings that came out of the eyeball right there. But so yeah, very stretchy. Very lightweight. Yeah, people always ask me like, "Oh, does it feel like there's a lot on your face?" Oh, like once it's on, you don't really feel it. It feels very light. It feels like it breathes even a little bit. So yeah, this reminds me so much of that scene in Mrs. Doubtfire. Yes, actually, Sean and I have talked about recreating that scene, just of him making me Palpatine. How's your day going? Day's going very well. All right, but let's get going. We're gonna put some glue in this. What we're using is Prozaid. It is a very specific glue that is meant to be used on skin. So please don't put regular glue on your skin. But yeah. Feel free to share the live, get more people in here, get more questions going. I like good conversations. Execute Order 66. You definitely should. Oh yeah, Mark, we're planning on doing it. Probably not this time, but it is 100% on the list of things I want to do. That scene is iconic. Do it. It is iconic. I agree. Hello, my friends. Hello, thy traitoress. How are you? Are you going to do a live as Palpatine later today? Yes, I'm planning on it. I've been subscribed for so long. That's great. How long have you been subscribed for? Be funny if you sang Matchmaker like we did. Don't worry. We're planning on doing all of it. Are you actors? Yes. Yes, I'm an actor. That's actually my main job is acting. I know Sean has been an actor.
Yeah, I'll never claim to be an actor, but I've ended up acting quite a bit.
Yeah, so. Sean's much more of a behind the scenes guy.
In fact, just last weekend, I played Doc Ock for a Spider-Man fan.
Well, you were Doc Ock? Oh, I didn't know you were being Doc Ock.
I was Doc Ock.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. You've been subscribed since the pandemic. Oh, great. So like 4 years. That's awesome. That's about when I started. How long have you been working at Hale? My very first show at Hale was in 2017, I want to say. That was when I did The Wizard of Oz, and I played the Wizard / Dr. Marvel. So that's awesome. Yes, later tonight, I'll be doing a live as Palpatine. So keep an eye out for that. You can join in, ask Palpatine your questions. It's normally a fun time. So I'd love for anyone to join. Can you say, hey, Darth Vader, if you don't jump down there, you're gay? I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that because I don't like using gay as a derogatory term. So thank you, but no. Big fan. Enjoy all your Palpatine videos. Thank you. Make sure you Streisand it up. Oh, I'll Streisand it up. It'll be there. Don't worry. Good morning, friends. Wasn't expecting an Emperor session so soon. I wasn't either. But Sean had a photo idea that we were going to try and get done a couple weeks ago when we were filming our music video, but we just didn't have time. And so we're getting it done today. And we were just, we figured, why not? We'll do a full day of it, put me in Palpatine, and I'll make some more videos, some more content, right? Everything is content.
Everything content.
You like the pranks that you do. Thank you. I like the pranks too. I think they're fun. Is the glue cold? Not really. I mean, it's kind of room temperature-y.
Well, and then typically it's dry by the time it hits your skin.
Yeah. Are you on Broadway? Not yet, but I plan to be.
I saw did they change the Beast makeup?
They did.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better. You didn't put any on my face.
Hopefully, I guess I should have, but I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
I also didn't bring gloves, so I'm just like,
oh, I'm sorry.
That's my bad.
Sorry, everyone, just a second. I can't really talk right now.
Okay, maybe relax. Okay.
Gotta go. Have a good one. Thank you. You too. Did I just darken here? Is that what I did? I did. There we go. That's better. Do it.
Oh, I can't really.
What's he sponging on? He was sponging on glue.
Here, let me Let me squeeze past you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
I could have scooted back. I apologize. Thoughts on Skeleton Crew so far? So far, honestly, I'm enjoying it. It's kind of fun. It's a little silly. You know, it's Star Wars.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So-
then I won't say too much.
I don't know, there's something going on with Disney Plus at the house, and Alan hasn't fixed it yet.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
Now I can go to bed since you said it. Okay, we'll go to bed. Sleep well, my friend. Do it. Yes, one day I will be on Broadway. Thank you, Mark. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. So now what Sean does is he takes the Q-tip and he goes around the edges and he can kind of like roll it out and it straightens the edge and then lays it down really nice and thin on my skin.
Let me scoot around you again.
Oh, of course.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, if you do, it's just no worse than my mustache. Yeah, Skeleton Crew so far though, I've liked it. I'm enjoying it. It does have a good 80s coming of age adventure, you know, film kind of feel. So that's nice. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. Some consider unnatural.
Yeah, about skills. I like normally when a new show happens,
Mhm.
usually if people hate it, you hear about it right away.
Yes.
And I haven't heard anything bad about Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. The only thing I've heard is someone was like it feels like it's a kid show. I'm like, yeah, like Star Wars is. Like George Lucas has said time and time again, you know, like, yeah, Star Wars is made for kids. I think a lot of us adult fans, especially the loud people that you hear online, forget that. It's a multi-generational thing, but when a lot of the older fans fell in love with it, they were children. When I fell in love with it, I was a child. Sean too.
Yep.
Do it. Luke, I am your father. That's not my line, but I can say it though. Luke, I am your father.
Oh, how weird would that be?
No, Ray, I am your granddaddy. Only thought me can you achieve a only through me can you achieve a power greater than any Jedi. It's very true. If you could choose your favorite capital ship, what would you pick? Oh man, I don't even know. What about you, Sean?
I don't either. Wait, define capital ship.
Yeah, what do you define as a capital ship in Star Wars? The chin doesn't feel attached at all. If I'm
Really?
being honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Michael. How are you? Thanks for joining, everyone. Not too many of us on here this morning, which I mean, it's a Sunday morning. I get it.
Right? Anyone smart sleeping in.
Like Star Destroyers and Cruisers.
Oh,
What's the one called? Oh crap! I kind of did it.
yeah, that's a good question because I don't.
I'm good, Michael. Thank you.
My
Hello, Owen.
Star Wars knowledge doesn't. I wouldn't say includes that.
Oh my gosh, me too. This year, guys, so I'm doing the advent calendar, the Lego Star Wars advent calendar, and there's been multiple times where I've opened it and gone, I don't know what ship this is. Like, I know it's a Star Wars ship, I can tell, but I couldn't like name it.
Oh, I saw one the other day. You're like, oh, this is Ahsoka's ship.
I did. Yeah, I'm like, it's Ahsoka's ship, but I don't know what it's called. Oh, the Venator is really cool from the Clone Wars. Yeah. We just had a Lego Star Wars Venator the other day on the Advent calendar.
Oh man, you're right.
Yeah, like I'm like, well, that's not connected at all.
Yeah, that's craziness. Why do I always do that?
What did
I
you do?
just put it too close to this corner of your mouth.
You tear it a little?
If I can get it down there, be okay.
Okay.
Actually, let me have you turn. Okay, that should be better.
I was just going to say the same issue happened on that side of the mouth last live.
Right?
It did.
It might be just because of like where I stand.
Uh-huh.
I can see this side better than that side.
Uh-huh. Sorry, are you understand it?
Just a little bowl. There we go. Just so you got some movement.
So yeah. Why Palpatine? Sean, would you like to take that one?
Yeah. So BJ basically does Palpatine because I talked him into it.
Yep, that's not it.
I gotta think there was an event coming up,
Uh-huh.
and I just remember we had a Palpatine, and he's not around anymore. But we need a Palpatine, and BJ went, okay. Oh, I've never done that before. I literally took the Q-tip to the prosthetic. Like it was sticky out here, and then it snagged the stick.
Mark says, thanks for talking him into it.
Right.
You're welcome. Because of him, all of you get to enjoy this, my craziness. Looking gorgeous. Stop it. You're making you blush. Sean, you're the man.
Yeah, well, I mean, similar thing happened to me because
Oh,
well, yeah, Shane talked me into being Darth Maul.
and he does an amazing Darth Maul.
Okay, let me get some.
Star Wars is the whole family, but mainly kids and for adults who want to feel like a kid again. Yes, Brent, 100%. Yes, that is what it is. I love that. How do I feel when I wake up on Monday? Yeah.
Sorry. Got the chip brushes today. How's the lips feel?
Thank you. So yeah, so Palpatine. I had just gotten back from being away for a few years, and I'd known Sean before I left, but I wanted to join the 501st. And so we were talking, and I was just going to build a stormtrooper. You know, that's what most people do for the 501st. And so we were in talks to do that. Sean was going to help me, but then he just said, "Hey, you know what? Like, we had this guy who did Palpatine. He's not around anymore. Like, would you be interested in being Emperor Palpatine?" Like, he's like, "I'll make you a prosthetic. We'll do it. Like, I'll apply it. You know, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So a friend of mine helped me make. Oh my gosh, that's our first donation for the day from Leah Besk. Thank you so much. Yeah, but Sean, you know, he's like, you know, I'll help you. So I got a friend who helped me make all my robes. That was my first version of the robes. We're on version 3 or 4 of my robes.
I think 3.
3. Version 3 of my robes. But yeah, so I originally used the prosthetic that was made for the first guy. And I used that for several,
probably a couple of years.
Probably a couple of years. But then Sean eventually sculpted my own prosthetic. And this is version
I think
2.
this is 3.
Version 3 of the prosthetic for my face, which we're almost due for another one because the mold is starting to crack on the neck. Yeah. So yeah, and that's why I'm Palpatine. I had never thought of doing a Palpatine cosplay until Sean talked me into it. And it wasn't like he twisted my arm. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's like, "Hey, you want to be Palpatine?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." It was not a hard sell.
Yeah, that just yeah, same with me and Darth Maul. My brother was just like, "Hey, there's this guy in episode 1. He's got like some cool makeup, and you do like cool makeup stuff, so you should just be the guy with cool makeup."
Okay.
Like, oh, okay.
You still need to do something in the red Palpatine robes. Yes. The trick is I need to get the red Palpatine robes. I do like the red robes. They're pretty awesome. But yeah. They're definitely more complicated than Emperor Palpatine's, because mine is definitely based on Return of the Jedi. And so his robes in Return of the Jedi and the same robes that you see Darth Sidious in episode 1 are very basic. You know, it's a big hooded robe, long sleeves. It has that waffle weave texture. Then he has a gray underrobe. So it's pretty basic. But his red robes, you know, they're silk here and velvet here and have embroidery and all that good stuff. And they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but definitely a lot more complicated. Right now I look a little bit like Two-Face. Like the line.
Oh, nice. Nice. I guess switch sides again.
Go ahead. I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay. So what Sean is applying now, this is called PAX, and it is a mixture of glue and paint. And so the glue is to give it that flexibility so that it flexes with me instead of like flaking off. And then the paint is obviously for the color. I feel like I look very orange, at least in this one.
It's I didn't drop any blue in it today.
Oh, that might be why. And expensive too. Yes, the red robes would probably be quite expensive to make or to have someone else make. Have you ever thought of doing a silicone mask? Yes, only because it would be able to go loop, loop. But the problem with silicone masks, I've seen a lot of them that look beautiful. They look really great, especially from afar. Like you look at it, you're like, "Ooh, that guy looks good." But a lot of the time when you get up close, that's when it looks like someone's wearing a mask. Which there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But I love the ability to talk and to like show some facial expressions. And a lot of people who have those silicone masks can't do a ton of facial expressions or a lot of communicating. And I also feel like that's something that kind of
I was totally trying to avoid that. I just did it twice.
definitely need to do this before.
Well, and it will rubbing alcohol will clean that up too.
Okay. Um. So yeah, so that's like, have I thought about silicone mask? Yes.
They're just hard.
Make sure you get under the nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
emote.
Yeah, and I do a lot of emoting when I'm Palpatine. And like Mark Kenobi said about the robes, they're expensive. But I mean, this is expensive to do this too, if I'm being honest. I don't know how many of you know this. Yeah, every time we do Palpatine, like the prosthetic itself and Sean's time, this costs about $100 every time I get into it, just to pay for materials and time and all of that. So yeah. For you to use silicone, but you do individual prosthetics for the cheeks, nose, forehead, and separate neck. Yeah. That's more like what they would do in the movies. You know, if they were using silicone prosthetics, every piece would be, you know, a separate piece that gets glued on.
I do have pieces like that on my eBay.
Oh yeah, if you want to be Palpatine too, they are foam latex, like what this one is. They're not silicone, but they are separate. There's a brow piece and then the cheek gill looking things.
And you would just need standard liquid latex to wrinkle your own skin,
Which is honestly much closer to what they did in Return of the Jedi. So yeah, but yeah, you know, maybe one day we'll move to a silicone. You know, it's entirely possible. I'm not writing off that possibility, but for now we have foam latex, and I look gorgeous. Do you do several different videos at once when you're in the prosthetics? Yes. A lot of people don't realize that either. I've had like some of my students who are always like, oh my gosh, you get into all that makeup to do one 30-second video? And I'm like, no. Like, I get into the makeup. Usually I get into the makeup once every 3-4 months. And then I just film 100+ videos that day and then just post them slowly over time. Yeah, you gotta get the bang for your buck. Discount Bo-Katan. Oh my gosh, Discount Bo-Katan. I haven't seen you on my FYP in forever, but I love your stuff. I love it so much. And yes, it is cool to see the behind the scenes stuff. That's one of my favorite things too, with creators, seeing the behind the scenes, or even like for actual like Star Wars properties, watching.
Oh, I would die to get a chance to go through the archives at Skywalker Range.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But thank you, Discount Bo-Katan. And thank you for your amazing work. I hope to see more of you on my FYP. I'm going to have to go check you out after this. Because I just feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Sorry, that's a little rough.
Okay. Have I seen you with Imperial HR? Yes, you have. I met Dolores at Star Wars Celebration a few years back. And that was when we first met in person. But I'd seen her before that on my FYP, and she's pretty awesome. And Sunflower Stardust, that's her name on TikTok and other things, and she's great. She's so funny. I love that character that she's created. And yeah, it's a fun character. No, that's very sweet of you. I haven't been posting recently. Hopefully soon. Oh, Discount Bo-Katan. That's probably why I haven't seen you on my FYP. Keep up the amazing work. Have a great one. You too. Hope to see you soon. Foam latex, as you said, is the classic way for film and movies like Rick Baker's Grinch from Jim Carrey, and so much more affordable than silicone. I have looked into SFX prosthetics before. They're really interesting to look at. I agree. But yeah, it's yeah, silicone latex like this. This is definitely the classic way for prosthetics. Rick Baker has worked a lot in it for, I know, Planet of the Apes and The Grinch, like you said.
Oh, Rick Baker's like the man.
Yeah, Rick Baker he's up there. He's amazing. What a cool makeup artist. So much talent in so many ways too. Like just watching him paint too. Like
He's been
been
painting
posting a lot lately,
yeah.
and I'm like, yes, oh my gosh, man, you're good. You're performing next weekend. Want to grab lunch before your show? That'd be fun, but we'll probably need to grab it after because my first show is at 9 a.m. So it'd be hard to grab lunch before that, Ty. But yeah, we could grab lunch next weekend. That'd be fun. Any future acting prospects coming up? What are you shooting for today? Today is mostly, this was for Sean's holiday photo idea. We're gonna do that. Hopefully the 501st will post it and all of that jazz. But then, like I said, when Sean wanted to do it, I'm like, okay, well, might as well put me in. I'll do a day of filming.
Yeah, I feel like we could get a couple of videos while we're there.
Probably, yeah.
Like we'll have the photos, but we could do like a video version of it.
Yeah, I definitely want to like on Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, you know.
Yeah.
On TKs, on TS, on TCs and SLs.
That'd be great.
My lord, Stormtrooper. Rick Baker is the god of prosthetic makeup. Oh yeah, that man he's amazing. So cool.
Well, and he's such a nice guy too.
Have you met him?
I have, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I have not had the opportunity. What do you need?
Something to fan you.
Do you want a blow dryer?
Charlie, I'll use your envelope. Are you sending coins? You got coins?
I got coins, yeah. That's from hyperspace.
Oh, nice.
Sonia, hello. Yesterday, I wanted to go to lunch with my dad and weave on what to do for my birthday coming up. It's soon, December 24th. You're going to go to Universal Studios. Oh, that'll be fun.
That does sound fun.
Yeah. Your prosthetics are incredible. The sculpt work is impeccable. As a fellow sculptor, but I only really do it as a hobby.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Sean, everyone, you need a prosthetic makeup artist, hire Sean Gordon. That guy needs to work more in prosthetic work.
It's true, I do. Really, because it pays well when we do it.
It does. But so, especially if you're in Utah, but I mean, I'm sure he recently flew out to, where did you fly out to?
Oh, Washington.
Washington to do some Voldemort makeup. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sean Gordon, he could sculptor, makeup artist, all around nice guy extraordinaire. Do you have any advice for a new trooper? Good soldiers follow orders. That's my advice.
Like a TK? What are we looking at?
And it's like, is my nose like way crooked?
It's not way crooked.
Okay, maybe just.
I think you have like a shadow right here.
Maybe the shadows. That's what I'm like.
No.
Ooh, Darth Vane with a donation. What does it say? You should teach one of your classes as Palpatine. That would be a lot of fun, but I don't think my administration would approve me coming to to school like this.
You never know.
It's true. I could talk to them. Get listed on the Utah Film Commission as a makeup or FX artist. You should do that,
okay.
Sean. Go and fill out the paperwork for that. Hello, how are you? I'm doing very well. What is your name? Valseller 616. Do it. That'd be the best teacher ever. That would be fun. I know for Star Wars Day, they did say if I wanted to come in like, because I told them I had like stormtrooper armor and stuff like that. They said, oh, if you want to do that, you could come in that. Because that was a couple of years ago. I just took my helmet, so like I wore them in between classes, like as the students were passing by in the hallway. But maybe I can talk them into letting me go as Palpatine for a day of school.
That'd be fun.
Oh, what was that? Miles, oh, the Witch Watcher. Thank you very much for the roses and the heart. That was awesome. I love the do it. It's the best. It is really funny. My lord, Stormtrooper.
I gotta think. There was a day where I saw that video like popped up at random.
Like our video?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, not our video.
You're right.
Biggest regret of my life.
Oh god. It's gonna haunt me forever.
It is.
Yep.
We're gonna have to next celebration, Sean. We will do it again. And this time.
All right.
How is Beauty and the Beast going? It's going very well. Thank you. We are about 1/3 of the way through our performances, which is crazy to think about because I feel like we've been running forever. Yeah, we're about 1/3 of the way through. I'm being Cogsworth. And that's a lot of fun. I would have done so much better in school if I had interesting teachers. See, one of the problems with dressing up though is you don't want to become a distraction. Like, yeah, it can be fun, you know, for a little bit, but then you have to actually then teach. Can we see Palpatine gaming? I thought of doing that before. The only thing is I myself am not a big gamer, so I don't even own like any we didn't do my hands.
Like a game system.
Yeah, I don't even own a game system, so I wouldn't even have games to go play as Palpatine. Like people told me I should stream as Palpatine and like play a Star Wars game, which would be fun, I guess. But I just don't own a gaming system. And I don't get paid enough to go buy a gaming system specifically to stream for you guys.
And actually, that's like a concept I don't think I've ever wrapped my head around.
Watching other people
play games.
Yeah, I don't get
play
it.
games.
I don't get it either. Like I have friends and oh my gosh, my students love watching people play games. But yeah, in my mind, I'm always like, well, why don't you just go play the game? Have your own experience.
That's probably good.
Yeah. Do we need better light? Is this okay?
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I mean, I could have brought up more. We are too old to get it. Oh, like you know what? That might be it. It might be a generational thing.
I would say it probably is because I don't know. Like I always think if you have your Star Wars action figures, you're not gonna watch somebody play with Star Wars action figures on YouTube.
Go play with your own Star Wars action figures.
Yeah.
When I was at Comic-Con, Stormtroopers did that on the escalator. I was laughing so hard. That's great. I'm glad it worked for them. Greetings, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. What are you doing in my live? That's awkward. You can borrow my Xbox. Okay.
Deal.
That's very kind of you. Send it on over. I love Disney Beauty and the Beast, even though I haven't got my chance to see it on the live stage. Princess Belle, she's my favorite Disney princess. Yeah, Belle's pretty awesome. I like Belle. Have you got a Neo Saber or one of the professional lightsabers, as I would love to get one someday? I do have a couple lightsabers. I have like the Black Series ones from Hasbro, and I have one from Art Sabers and another from, what was that other company? Neo Saber X. They sent me a lightsaber as well. It was pretty great. You'll never join the dark side, then young Jedi, you will. I'm not going to say that rest one because I don't want to get kicked off my live for threatening people. You are too busy to be gaming, but you actually should. I am pretty busy. Not gonna lie. And again, I'm just not a gamer. I've never really have been. The last console I actually owned was an N64.
Wow, that's old.
Yeah, that I got that when I was in junior high. I got it for Christmas. It was the pack that came with Shadows of the Empire, so I got a Star Wars game. And I know I bought like Rogue Squadron, and I had Episode 1 pod racing on it. I actually got pretty good at the Episode 1 pod racing, not gonna lie. Then, young Jedi, you will cry.
That's pretty funny.
That's good. Way to get around the censors, right? I never told you or your girlfriend, but when I was a little girl, I dressed up as Belle. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Danielle's just in the other room listening. She's having coffee and rolling her eyes at the odd life she has with her Emperor boyfriend.
I'm not attracted to gamers, so.
Oh, and she said she's not attracted to gamers, so it's a good thing that I'm not a gamer.
Yeah,
We don't have room for a console. Yep.
I know it makes me such an old person. Like I legit can't think of anything that I think is a bigger waste of time.
Yeah.
It's I have so many friends who think that was an unpopular. Okay.
Will we be seeing more of the Emperor at any fan expo or comic event? I would love to. Honestly, hey, like talk to your con organizer, because a lot of times, they'll bring in cosplayers. I would love to go and be like a guest cosplayer at any con, honestly. If someone wants to bring me in, I would 100% go and do that. Me and Sean, we could fly out. He could be my makeup artist. We could do other things too that I've done. We could do Palpatine, Shrek, Werewolf, like all sorts of stuff. Tell your girlfriend I said hi. Danielle, Sonia says hi. She says hello back. Hi, Gigi. How are you? Is that my student, Gigi? Or is that another Gigi out there? I don't know. There's probably a lot of Gigis in the world. But I do have a student. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. Do you put a white or a lighter paint on your prosthetic? We do. He does a base coat. Normally it's more blue than this, a little more grayish. Today I'm very flesh tony.
I didn't have any blue with me. I thought I had everything in my bag.
But he forgot it. So I'm a little more flesh tony. I look a little more Episode 3 Palpatine instead of Return of the Jedi Palpatine. Yes, it's my student. Yay, Gigi. Don't tell anyone, but you're one of my favorite students. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. Don't disappoint me.
I'll just have you pivot in the face.
All right, I'm going to pivot a little bit, so I won't be able to see as well. So sorry about that, everyone.
I mean, you can
I can glance out of the corner of my eye. When you pause, I'll look over. Yeah, everyone, Gigi, my student here, she's on task. She's kind, not only to her fellow students, but to her teachers. She's funny, which is always nice. I like to have fun in class. So obviously what Sean's doing now is airbrushing. It adds extra dimension as well as finer details, adds new colors, makes the skin look more skin-like. Oh, Sean, have you watched Penguin at all?
No, I haven't, but
okay.
I want to. I'm such a fan of that makeup.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to ask you about it. There are times where I think it looks so beautiful and like so realistic, and then other times where I look at it and I go like, oh, it looks so plasticky.
I wonder if it's maybe just lighting.
And that's what Danielle was saying too. Like oh, it was made to be like a darker, grittier. So whenever we see him during the daytime, I'm always like, oh, he looks plastic. But then like in the club scenes or in the night scenes, like, oh yeah, he looks amazing.
Which is weird because like I've seen quite a few of the application videos. I just think it looks stunning.
Like it's rare, but every once in a while I'm like, oh, it doesn't look good today. No.
Yeah, it's probably just gotta be the lighting.
Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, it's a crazy makeup. Oh my gosh. How long do you think it takes to apply? Have you heard?
I think it's a couple hours.
I could see that for sure. Are you the join the empire? We got cookies guy. I mean, yes. Like I've done that quite a bit, but I did not originate that by any means. Aaron, thank you for the lightning bolts. Palpatine does need lightning bolts. Hint, hint. That's part of the music video that's releasing on Tuesday. Oh, I do.
You need to what?
So I bought some. They're 3D printed, but they're like giant Lego lightning bolts, like the ones that click into the Lego guy's hands.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
And so it's being zap, 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 zap.
Just a little bit more.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Okay, head in for me.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
Oh, I said that's probably good. Okay.
Sorry, everyone. We're just getting it done.
Okay.
But so to answer your question, yes, like I've made a lot of videos that come to the dark side or come to the empire. We have cookies, but I didn't originate that. I don't even know where that originated, if I'm being honest.
Oh, right.
I think it was just a meme, and I do not know who created that meme, but it's become wildly popular. Never forget the window went out the window, right? Sonia, I think I've said this before, but you and my father have the same birthday. It's kind of fun. What are your thoughts on Disney's Mufasa? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
The trailer was okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine, but also, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the live action Lion King. And so, like, I'm kind of like, meh. Especially because it's not live action. Like, the live action Lion King. No, it's not live action. It's just another animated Lion King. Because, I mean, obviously, it's animated. And the original, like, 2D animation was better. Is the makeup guy your friend? Yes, the makeup guy is my friend.
Oh, that's really funny.
We've known each other since episode 3 came out. When was that? 2005?
2000. Let's see, 99, 2002, 2005.
2005. So yeah, we met at a Star Wars event for episode 3. He was dressed like Darth Maul when we first met. But then shortly thereafter, yeah, like we made contact, we became friends. I told him I wanted to join the 501st.
It was a really weird. It was a really weird coincidence. We just trooped an entire weekend for the toy release for Revenge of the Sith. So before the film came out, and we've been doing Walmart events. They called it 48 hours on Force.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been doing tons of events, and BJ and his brother came and had their picture taken with us at our 501st booth, and then after the event was all over, was like the next day. I
At a
thought,
different Walmart.
yeah, I was like, I need to go look at the toys because we didn't get that opportunity. So I wanted to see what I wanted to go buy. And when I drove up to the Walmart, yeah, I saw BJ in the parking lot and remembered him from being at our booth.
It was pretty awesome. I made that good of an impression. I think I was annoying.
But
it's possible. I was very excited. I didn't know, because I'd heard of the 501st, but until then I didn't know that they had like a contingency, a group here in Utah. And so when I saw them there, I was I'm like, oh my gosh, the 501st. And I was very excited to see them.
And I think it was like the very next weekend he was wearing a stormtrooper.
The next weekend we had arranged to borrow a set of stormtrooper armor, and I trooped the book release.
Yes.
Was like my first event. I trooped the Revenge of the Sith book release as a stormtrooper. Am I still alive? Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, but that is a long time. Yeah, so we've been friends since 2005. Known each other since then. Been doing Palpatine since 2007. So yeah, pretty cool. Where do you see the galaxy going in the far future, Emperor? Now the dark side. About a dark side Yoda species. Oh, a dark side of Yoda species would be kind of cool. I mean, we've seen him in the Clone Wars. Like Yoda had that vision of him going to the dark side, and he had like the really, really pale green, almost yellow skin, and like his ears were very droopy instead of like being out. So it was interesting. But that is a long time, GG. Yep. But it's been a great friendship, and at first, I mean, it was just like acquaintances, and like we did stuff with just the 501st, but over the years, we've definitely become friends.
Yeah. Okay, so that's right.
I mean, that's how any friendship starts, though, acquaintances, you kind of know each other. You tell me it's in Syracuse, you say? Well, are you in your undersuit already?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. This is what Palpatine sounded like in his youth. Maybe. I'm sure he sounded a little more British. Sam Witwer does a pretty good Palpatine. Oh, Sam Witwer does an amazing Palpatine. He's been hired to be Palpatine several times. He's that good.
I think one of those was kind of accidental.
For his first time doing it.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind. So he tells a story, Sam Witwer. For those of you who don't know, Sam Witwer is the voice of Darth Maul in the Clone Wars, and he is also the body / likeness of Darth Vader's apprentice. What was his? Starkiller. I know he had a name as well, but I can't think of it. But Starkiller. But he also voiced the son. You are correct. But he was doing the first Force Unleashed game, and they were doing a recording day, and the guy who was Palpatine, he says he didn't show up, which just blows my mind that you would book a job like that and just not show up. There must have been more to it. Like something happened and he couldn't be there. I can't imagine a voice actor who's going like, I'm not going to show up to that job.
Right? Yeah, that would be.
But so but they didn't want to lose the day, and so Galen Merrick, that is his name. Thank you. But Sam Witwer just said like, oh, you know, I could do a Palpatine, and so like did a Palpatine, and they were like, well, you're our Palpatine now, and so he did the Palpatine for the game, and that was his start, and he's done it a couple more times in other video games, and I don't know if he's done it for any of the animated series.
I don't think he has for the animated series.
Because I know Ian Abercrombie originally was the voice for Palpatine in the animated series in Clone Wars. And then Tim Curry, which blows my mind still that Tim Curry voiced Palpatine for a few episodes of the Clone Wars. And then Ian McDermott, who he came and did it for the Bad Batch. So it's always one of those two where I always think like, I wonder why they just didn't hire Ian McDermott initially. Maybe it's just timing, or
he charges them more,
or yeah, he's more expensive, and so I mean, all sorts of things, I'm sure. But yeah. Well, it's kind of like, it was funny, like the Clone Wars, the animated series, their movie, like they had, you know, Christopher Lee did Count Dooku for the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then didn't do it for the series.
Huh.
And Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson did it for the movie of the Clone Wars, but not for the animated series.
Huh. Again, I wonder if it just comes down to rate.
Rate, probably part of that. What do you think about Dark Side Yoda species? That would be pretty interesting. Did you know that Tom Clancy voices both Savage Opress and Mr. Krabs? Yes, I did. And he's also in The Mandalorian as
oh, he's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter. The big devil-looking guys.
Oh yeah, the guy with the horns. I
don't know what their species is called.
I don't either.
I'm a bad Star Wars fan. But yeah, I did know that about Tom Clancy. He's cool. I like Tom Clancy. Seems like a cool guy.
I was actually I knew him as Savage Opress first, and then a month later realized he was in SpongeBob.
Oh, it's Mr. Krabs.
But I didn't ever watch SpongeBob, so
yeah,
that wasn't my generation.
I will say one of my favorite lightsaber duels is between Palpatine, Savage Opress, and Darth Maul. It's a very cool lightsaber duel. Have you seen that one? It's pretty awesome. And one of my favorite Palpatine lines is in that. Spoiler alert, but like Palpatine wins, obviously, because he's a badass. But he's standing over Darth Maul and like shocking him with Force lightning. And Darth Maul is like begging, like, Master, please. And you know, Palpatine has the line like, there can only be two, and you are no longer my apprentice. Like, ooh, gives me chills. Eye bags, yep. Eye bags for days.
Yeah. Okay. I actually kind of think
Everything we're there? All right, a little bit around the eyes with the brush.
Yeah.
So we are pretty close. Did you know that John Lithgow voiced Yoda for the radio version of the original trilogy? I did know that. Which is just, again, crazy to think about. Stormtrooper? Where do you see Star Wars going in the future? I don't know. I mean, I think we still have a lot to explore. I'm loving some of the Old Republic stuff. I want to see more Acolyte. I'm being honest. Like Chimere and introducing some more, like with Darth Plagueis, I think would be a lot of fun.
I agree. Actually, I wish there was at least another season.
Well, and that's the thing about a lot of TV shows. We used to give them time to find an audience and grow. If you watch, well, like the Clone Wars, for example, even the first couple seasons of the animated Clone Wars, they're fine, but the later seasons are really, really good because they found an audience, they found their groove, and like they were able to get into some really good storytelling. And so many TV shows take that. You know, the first couple seasons are fine, but then they really get into the meat of it, you know. And I think Acolyte would be the same way. They set up a whole lot of stuff in the Acolyte season 1 that I think would pay off great dividends in a season 2 and a season 3. Well, same with Ahsoka. Like, I really think it could add and build on itself. And so,
yeah, I felt like the Sith character was like really kind of cool, a little different than what we'd seen. And,
I agree.
Yeah, and yeah, I wish they would just continue to explore it. I did see a quote the other day. I don't know if I saved it, but it was a Disney quote,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically was a quote from Walt saying, "They don't make movies to make money. They make movies to make money in order to keep making movies." Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. And I was like, "Oh God, someone tell Bob Iger."
Right? Tell Bob, someone. Quote from Walt himself, from Beyond the Grave. Yeah, so I wish, and I mean, like they're saying, like season 2 of Acolyte was canceled, but it was never greenlit in the first place. Like they didn't say, "Oh, we're doing this." Oh no, we're not. I think that there's going to be more because they set up some beautiful things. Oh, and I love that lightsaber battle with the multiple Jedi and Chimere, the Sith character. I loved how he like disconnected like the smaller saber. Like that was really cool.
They did that great. It was the move where he gets 2 Jedi at once, and they do that camera turn so that like you see the action, but you don't see what happens, but you know because it's behind the tree. It was so clever.
Agreed. A lot of the camera angles were super clever. I really don't understand. Good morning. I really don't understand the hate that Acolyte got. I don't, because I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So, we done?
I think we're there. Yeah.
All right, everyone. So we do got to get going to our photo shoot, but here we go. It's really kind of funny. Sometimes you look at the makeup and it's like, oh yeah, it's fine. But then as soon as you put the hood on, that's when it's complete. I remember Sean, when he was first sculpting my prosthetic, he's like, oh, like it's looking okay, I guess. But then he like put a towel around it like a hood. And he's like, oh yeah, there it is.
Okay. Thanks.
What's that for?
Somebody just sent me a text. And now I'm sending him pictures.
Good luck on your photo shoot. Thank you. So yes, everyone tune in later today. I don't know the exact time. It'll probably be in this evening sometime. And I will be doing I'll be doing a Palpatine live. Have fun. Frenchie, I will. And I'm excited to open your cookies. So thank you very much for that. Thanks for being here this whole time, Frenchie. Wow, like it's got to be late over there for you, right? But yes, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to the few people who donated to the channel. Everything goes back to the channel to help pay Sean. Hey Keegan, how you doing? And all that sort of stuff. So yeah, Sean, jump on in here and say goodbye. Okay. Everyone say thank you to Sean Gordon. Amazing makeup artist, super cool guy.
We'll see everybody.
And thank you everyone for being here. And yeah, we'll see you. Oh, you're up working late. Well, I hope I helped keep you company, Adriana. So I'll talk to you all later. Gonna end over here first. And now gonna end right here. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Let me swipe and then go. The force is with you. And last but not least, on the YouTube, goodbye, everyone. Join me later for a live, Emperor Palpatine live. It'll be a good time, I'm sure. And until then, may the force be with you. End stream. There we go. Goodbye.